My name is Deb Hansen. I'm so pleased to introduce Dr. Barb Adams, recipient of the Louise Rosenfield Noun Impact Award on behalf of the consortium. The consortium, a business organization for women, has identified Barb as a leader in empowering women among our own membership and in the community. For over 42 years, Consortium has supported, developed, and promoted women leaders through education, mentoring, and networking for personal and professional growth. We proudly applied for this award on Barb's behalf. You'll be interested to know that the founder of the Young Women's Resource Center, Louise Noun, was a member of Consortium. Like Louise Noun, Barb is a leader who is passionate about empowering women and young girls to seek a life filled with possibilities. Her life's work as an education leader has made significant impact on those students she serves, her peers, and the many organizations she collaborates with. She's been a teacher, a consultant, a community advocate, and a school principal. Currently, Barb is the principal at Finley Elementary in Des Moines. This public school serves a diverse population of students. Barb's lifelong commitment to equity continuously shapes her professional practices and her personal philosophy pertaining to all, girls and boys, families and colleagues. The members of Consortium and everyone who knows Barb appreciates her ability to make others feel valued. She's a skilled communicator who uses active listening skills, a quiet voice, and an unassuming style to negotiate, persuade, and solve problems. She practices leadership in ways that demonstrate compassion, patience, empathy, and wisdom. And as an agent for change, Barb displays the ability to positively influence people, events, and complex situations. Regardless of the context or setting, Barb always conducts herself with grace, inspiring those around her to accomplish great things. There was no one more deserving of this honor than Dr. Barbara Adams.
Welcome to Finley Elementary, where we build big dreamers and high achievers. Finley is located 3 blocks from North High, between Oxford Avenue and Cambridge. My name is Barb Adams, and I serve as the principal here for the past 7 years. I am deeply honored to accept the Young Women's Resource Center Impact Award, and it's a special privilege to share the platform with my friend Rekha Basu. I also owe a great debt to my wonderful family, the dedicated staff in Des Moines Public Schools, and the brilliant women in Consortium. This award memorializes Louise Noun, who fought valiantly for equality for women, especially in positions of leadership. In her memoir, Journey to Autonomy, Louise noted that in 1988, the same year my husband and I moved to Des Moines, that there were only 3 female principals in the 17 secondary schools, and none of these women were in high schools. Today, 50% of all middle and high school principals are women. But equality in leadership just doesn't happen. Diversity and inclusion need to be a part of every strategic plan in business. Women need to see, girls need to see women in leadership. Why is this so important? Girls face social pressures and they receive conflicting messages about how they should act, who they should be. By adolescence, girls' confidence drops about twice as much as boys. In addition, there are wide gaps in the well-being of girls across different racial groups, with white and Asian girls faring better on most indicators compared with Black, Latina, and multiracial girls. We are what we learn. When I was in elementary school, our librarian filled the biography section with stories of women: Maria Tallchief, Mary McLeod Bethune, Babe Diedrichson, Jane Addams. I read them all. Education is a way we learn to see possibilities and make choices that chronicle our lives. The greatest of all the moments I've had over this past year of pandemic education is the role that relationships play in learning. From the beginning of virtual classes last spring, educators have stepped up to reaching out to their students. Strong student-teacher relationships strengthen learning. But teachers can't do it all. That's where our community partners step in. Golden K Kiwanis, John Deere Financial, By Degrees Foundation, Grub Y, Iowa Student Loan, Girl Scouts, and Girls on the Run. Thank you for serving as mentors, readers, and supporters of education. Who supported you in your growth? Who believed in you? Who encouraged you? Who advocated for you? I hope there is a teacher or two or an entire school on your list. And who in turn are you advocating for and educating? Who are you developing as a leader? How do you know you're making a positive impact on a girl's life? Sometimes you don't know until years later, and sometimes the child will tell you. Here's Ruby, a third grader at Findlay. Thank you, she says, for being the best school I've ever been to. Every day when I step into Findlay, my heart is complete. Thank you, Young Women's Resource Center, for bringing a completeness of heart to this important work.